Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've all had a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend. I thank you for being here. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. I talk a lot about fashion here and how to enjoy our wardrobes, and maybe you'll find a style tip or two of something that can help you with yours. Thank you all again for your prayers for my daughter. I do so very much appreciate that. If you had not seen the video prior, my daughter tore her Achilles and she had surgery a week ago, and she has a very long road ahead with regard to her recovery. So thank you all so much for thinking of her and remembering us during this time, and trying to support her through these next few months. So every prayer, every thought, every piece of energy that you've shared, I thank you. I haven't posted for a little bit here in the past week or so. So thank you for your patience. I do appreciate that. And I am back to with a few things. I did manage to get some things done, although I didn't get them in a video as I typically do. So tonight is a compilation of those things. And one of those, I will let you know that Bonnie's Boutique. I've mentioned Bonnie's Boutique a few times. I've gone there. I've shown you the store. I've shown you some pieces that I've purchased from there. That is the store that I bought the ever so famous bucket bag that you all love with the buckles. And she's going out of business, sadly. And I went by when I saw the announcement to chat with her a little bit, and I think she's going to be around probably until about the end of June is what she anticipates, maybe early July. So she has a sale going on right now. So I have a little bit of footage from the store. So I will be going back somewhere over the next few weeks. But I will show you a piece that I purchased while I was there. She has lots of one piece items when it comes to jewelry. So I'll show you that. And it is this gorgeous, absolutely stunning bib necklace in pearls. That is what I purchased from Bonnie's Boutique. But I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, it is pearls. This is a more vibrant, lighter white, and it's on a silver chain that I absolutely love. And eventually you will see it. Also, the women's ministry at church had a fellowship this past Friday. There was a Western theme, and I always try to comply with the theme. And you've seen this shirt before. I think this is probably the most Western thing that I have in my wardrobe, but in the times I've worn it in the past, it was just because that's what I chose to wear for the day. The occasion arose that this was very much on theme for Western night. And the theme of it was called Saddle Up Sisters. So I wore this. I absolutely love this shirt. And it's one of those pieces where I talk about having in your closet for random moments, although it is a day-to-day kind of piece. But it came in very handy with the theme. And in terms of tips, I always try to encourage you all to have pieces that are going to show up in probably some of the most random places. I picked up these boots some time ago. Now, I'm not so much of a theme dresser, but I do like to comply when there's a theme in play. And I had these boots, and I'm showing these because this is kind of where I pulled color in with the turquoise there. I almost leaned into turquoise jewelry, but in a gemstone, but I instead went with wood jewelry. And as you can see, the bracelet there in the middle, pulled that in, and it was quite noticeable. I went with a brooch in gold at the neck. And I realized later, and this is what I always talk about in terms of being able to see things. I realized later that I have a chain scarf that would have worked well at the neck, a little square. I would have done that instead, and I didn't discover that until Saturday, but it's okay, it worked out. So I'm including photos from the night in the event that you all have a Western style moment come up, that you just want to pull some things out of your closet. I didn't have to buy anything, it was already here. And there may be some inspiration for you in terms of what to pull together for a look of your own. So I'm sharing some of those photos. I also mentioned in the past, and you've seen, a few months ago, I had the opportunity to participate at a school with regard to their literacy month program. And I did the spy thing with the book and the binoculars and all of that. And there's another opportunity that arose for me to participate at a school for their Showtime at the Apollo. They had a playbill and all of that. And it was called Blacks in Wax Unveiled, a magical night of Black literature and arts. And the features were artists that have gone through the Apollo. Langston Hughes was our narrator for parts of it, and the kids were reenacting a lot of different artists, and my role was to present Patti LaBelle. So I, of course, tried to be on theme as Patti. So I wore a sequin jacket, you'll see that, and I wore a pair of black flyaway pants to have a bit of sparkle. That was my outfit, and probably the worst wig I've ever seen. But we pulled it off. They knew who I was, and so we did that. It was quite a fun evening, and the kids were absolutely amazing. The woman that portrayed Etta James, phenomenal. And the show was actually written by the daughter of a friend of mine. Her daughter wrote the script, and it was just absolutely beautiful. It was, and she also performed. She is an artist out of LA. She came home for the show. So quite the phenomenal evening. And so I'm showing just a few little pieces of what the evening was like. Some with the kids, some with the adults. Some of the people featured was Don Cornelius, Luther Vandross, Etta James, Shaka Khan, Jackson 5, Fresh Prince, and a host of others. So I hope you enjoy that part of it. I mentioned in my last video that, or the one before, my last long form content, that I am planning a meet and greet. And tonight I am sharing some of what that will involve. Mark your calendars for Saturday, August 16th this year. Saturday, August 16th will be our meet and greet. I was trying to plan it for earlier, like late spring, but in order to do the things I want to do, and for the day to be what I want it to be for you all that are coming, I really needed more time to make that happen. Also, I was having some issues finding the kind of venue that I really wanted to have. I told you that I had secured the venue. I'm very excited about that. But I want to make this really worth your time coming. And we're going to make a day of it. So we're going to start with a luncheon. During the luncheon, there will be a fashion show. There will be some giveaways. There are lots of fun things during the event. For the part of the day, we're going to go shopping at some of my favorite places, some of which I've mentioned to you before. There'll be free time for you all to do whatever you want to do until the evening. And for the evening, we are going to plan a social, a small social. And that is for those of you that are not driving from a couple of hours, that may go back home. If you're spending the night, that kind of thing, If you want to come to the social, we'll have the social in the evening. So it's going to be a full day with some breaks in between. If you are interested in attending the meet and greet, here's what I need for you to do. I need for you to send me an email. And from this email, I will be reaching out to those that send the email and letting you know how to and when to RSVP. I think this is probably the easiest way to make this happen. I'm going to show you how to get to my email if you don't know, so that you'll be able to access that all the time until the point that I reach out to you. So if you go to my page, and here, up here, just below my name, just below the name, you see the word more off to the side. If you click that, if you click more, it's going to give you the description. Click the word more, and then the description about what this channel is about. That's what all of this is. If you've never seen it before, please read that, especially if you are new. And just down here below is my email address as well as my mailing address. So that's how you get to that. Click the word more, you'll get a drop down, and at the bottom is my email. So I will need for you to send me an email if you are interested in the meet and greet. This will be first come, first served. So once we get to the cap, I will let you know that. So your first step is to send me the email, and I will, in the next couple of weeks or so, get back with you with regard to how to RSVP for the event. Once the number has been reached, we will close based on capacity. So August 16th, Saturday, August 16th is the date for the meet and greet. I look forward to those of you that are planning to come. I have already started receiving notifications of those of you that said that you're planning on coming. You're just waiting for the date, and the date is now here. So I'm looking forward to that with great anticipation. I was first approached probably about a year and a half ago of someone who was asking if there was going to be a meet and greet. Time has passed. I've had several requests, several comments, several questions. So here we are, and planning is in full swing. I do hope you, from the outfits, pick up something that you can use, and I hope you enjoy. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share the video. And also, I encourage you to let the ads run when they are playing. I know a lot of times we want to skip the ads, but watching the ads does help me here on the channel. So I do appreciate that. And also, if you will share the videos, I appreciate that also. And if you are a shopper of my live sales, the next sale will be this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you there. Everyone, until then, have a fantastic start to your week, and I will see you very soon.
of our people. The stage, Miss Josephine Baker!
My friend, Patti LaBelle!
Like a bad dream. You had it.
Lights come because none other than the Iceman himself is going to be looking you right dead in your eyes after this very.
But the dancers, the innovators, and the people behind the music, artists like Prince, Whitney Houston, Snoop Dogg all shine on that stage.
Yo, this is so much fun. I might need to keep this Soul Train line going after school too.
Yeah, I bet Don Cornelius would have been proud.
That's right. Don Cornelius created a legacy that still lives.